Okay, so we're now recording. So as I say, anytime if you've been here before, you'll know I always say this. But if you want to speak, you're very welcome. It's great if you want to join in. But just know that we're recording this. This will go up on our YouTube channel, and it will also be on our Telegram channel. So for those who don't know me, my name is Simon. I'm one of the Peachfolio team. It's great to be here. I haven't been here for a few weeks, unfortunately, because my household has been hit by COVID. I still have COVID actually, which is why I'm not hugely energetic today. I am getting over it, but I'm still testing positive, unfortunately, and I have some minor symptoms, but it hasn't been too bad. My wife had it last week as well, so really for the last 3 weeks or so, it's just been COVID, COVID, COVID. So I'll be very glad when this is over. Hopefully by the end of this week, all being well, I'll be out of self-isolation and back normal, I hope. So apologies, because we do try and do these on a weekly basis when we can. It hasn't worked out that way really, and since the start of this year, I was sick at Christmas, and then I've been sick with COVID. So I haven't had a great start of the year, unfortunately, for myself personally. But hopefully we're over that now, and we go ahead and we can continue to do these on a weekly basis as much as we can anyway. So yeah, it's great to see everyone. Like I say, it's been too long since we've had the chance to have a chat and talk about how we're doing and I suppose how the overall market is and so on, and where we fit in with that. Obviously a lot of stuff has happened since we last spoke 2-3 weeks ago. A lot of uncertainty and fear, I suppose, in the markets generally because of the obvious situation currently happening in Europe. And obviously we hope that gets resolved soon for everyone's sake. It's awful to see things like that happening anywhere in the world, and especially in Europe. So we hope and pray that a resolution can be found there soon, and no more people have to get injured or hurt. But obviously the situation there has had an impact on the market, not just the crypto market, but the overall world market. Really, all the trading has been impacted. So it's, I suppose, a very uncertain time just generally in the markets, and I suppose we'll probably continue to see that. So obviously that has an impact for us. We're linked to BNB. BNB is linked to Bitcoin, and as Bitcoin fluctuates, that tends to cause fluctuations and doubt within the market, and we obviously get impacted by that from time to time. And because we're a small project, small market cap, it does impact on us maybe more than some other bigger market caps. So it's just something to bear in mind. I mean, as I said to you, if you've joined me before on this, we have a very consistent message, and that is, that we're not concerned by that. We're here for the long term. We've been here since last June. In a few months, we'll have been doing this for a year, which would be a fantastic achievement. We'll be really pleased about that. It's remarkable, really, how far we've come in that time. We're working very hard on the products that we have. Obviously, we've got the Peachfolio app, and we have the Peach Hub. A lot of work has been going on behind the scenes to, I suppose, try and develop the user experience for people using the hub. There's been some tweaks here and there, some improvements have been added, and that's something that our development team will continue to do as time goes on. We're always looking for feedback as well from our users. So if you do use the hub and you do use the Peachfolio app, please do let us know what you think of it. If you have any suggestions that you feel we could improve things, or if there's anything that you particularly like about it, we'd like to hear that as well. So any feedback is very helpful for us, positive or negative. So please do let us know. So that's been going well. The user base for that is growing steadily, so we're pleased about that. Some of the things that I think is helping with that is the fact that we've got the price bot now up and running. We've got that in quite a number of different Telegram groups, and every day we're trying to try and push that for new projects and established projects to hopefully get that bot into their telegrams. And why that is important for us is because, first of all, it increases brand awareness, because the bot obviously says about Peachfolio and about the hub and so on, but also it links directly to the hub. So it funnels users straight to our ecosystem, which is really what we want. So we'll be working on improving the bot. The bot's in a good spot, but obviously we're always looking to improve everything, make things as good as it can be. And like I say, we'll be pushing really hard to try and get that out, to try and get as many new users into the ecosystem as we possibly can. And going forward, that'll be important. The user base of the app, and for those who don't know, the app's got over 80,000 downloads. There's a lot of potential people there that are using it regularly. The hub is still quite new, so the user base obviously is relatively small, but it is growing, and we're really pleased about that. The more users we have, then when we do finally lock some of the features with the Peach token, PCHF token, we hope then that the user base of that token will increase, and hopefully that will increase the interest of people to buy the token as well. So it's all linked, I suppose. And I've said this many times before, we're looking to increase user base of the projects, the products that we have, and we're looking to increase brand awareness. So those are our main focuses, I suppose, going forward, in amongst general updates and upgrades of the products that we have. And we haven't forgotten about the Peachfolio app. Obviously, it's in a good place. It works well, and but we are working currently with Polygon to integrate their system into the Peachfolio app. So that should be done, we hope, relatively soon. We're working on that at the minute. I think there's going to be a bit of an update possibly to the user interface there, I think I'm right in saying. Certainly it's been looked at anyway, but at the very least, Polygon will be integrated relatively soon. The Peach Hub, as I said, we're looking at updating the user experience there. There's a few things that we'd like to get in place, and part of the analytics package, I suppose, that we're looking to build on the basic hub that we have at the minute. Some of the things maybe that we'll be including would be like market sentiment analysis and things like that, and some artificial intelligence based algorithms and so on. So there's a lot of work that we're going to do to build on what we already have there. So once we're ready to sort of announce where we're going with that and what's coming next, I guess, for the hub, we'll do that, and we'll let you know about that. But it should be great, and hopefully you're using the hub regularly and you find it helpful and useful, and hopefully for you it compares well with other things that are out there in the market that are similar. But obviously it's still technically a beta, so there's still a lot of things that we would like to build on and improve with it. So and as I said earlier, your feedback is very valuable and important to us, so please do let us know what you think of it. What else do we have? Oh yes, so we also have, I've said this before, if you've been at any of these before, we're always in discussions with different groups and projects, and some of those discussions are going very, very well at the minute. We're chatting to a big, very well-known project at the moment, and it's going very well, and we hope to be able to reveal a bit more about that very soon, but we're not quite there yet. Unfortunately, I'd love to be able to tell you all about it and what it is, because I think a lot of you would be quite excited about it, but we're not quite there yet. But hopefully in the next few weeks we'll get that sorted, and the guys who are talking to that team, it's going very well. This is the team that you may remember I said a few weeks ago, whenever we first initially made contact with them, they actually were aware of us because one of their team members, the core team members, will actually use the Peachfolio app, which was very exciting for us to hear, because this is a very well established, very well known project that we're talking to that most people would know about. So for us to hear that they were aware of us, first of all, because you have to remember we're still a very small, we're a very small project really in the grand scheme of things, and but it was very encouraging to hear that they knew about us and that they were actually using the app, or at least one of the members of the team was using the app. So that was great for us, and obviously it was very helpful then whenever we were having negotiations and discussions with that organization. Then that did help open some doors for us, which maybe might have been more difficult had that not happened. So I suppose that's evidence that if you have a good product that people like and people are using regularly, it can really help, when you're trying to move things forward and reach out to potential partners, especially ones that I suppose are much, much bigger than we are, and in a much more advanced state, I suppose, than we are. But, the fact that they are aware of us, I think was very encouraging. So, hopefully we'll hear more about that over the next few weeks, when we're at the stage where we can actually start announcing things. So it should be exciting, and it is essentially another blockchain type scenario in the same way that we have Polygon. So it's similar sort of size, similar sort of an announcement that we'll be making. So it should be very exciting. So we're really looking forward to it. Another thing that we're looking at, there's a project called LaunchBlock, which we've been in discussions with for quite some time there. They're creating a new launchpad for different projects, and they really want Peachfolio and our ecosystem to be part of that. And how that will work, we hope, will be any new projects that are launched on their launchpad will automatically get things like the Peach bots within their Telegram. Will maybe get their logo in the Peachfolio app and possibly highlighted on the Peach Hub and things like that. There's different things we can do to help new projects with regards to promotion, and in doing so, that obviously helps us get us in with their own community that they build from the start, so they're aware of us, and it improves the brand awareness, and it's a mutually beneficial situation, I guess. So we're pretty excited about that. Now they're still in the launch period themselves as a project, but they're backed by some very big players, people that have been involved in very high level projects before. One of the guys I know behind this was behind another project that actually got basically integrated into Binance, and you can actually use the project that he actually has created on Binance right now. So he's done extremely well, and he's got a lot of great networks and connections, and we've built up very good relationships with him and his team. So Launchpad, I suppose, is the start of us trying to make good use of that, I guess, for the future. So it's exciting. So at the minute, I suppose, because it hasn't really launched yet, there's not much to see, but we're very hopeful that that will be a very promising outlet for us, and a way to get our name well known, and introduce new communities regularly to Peachfolio and the ecosystem, and the token, of course, as well. So we think that should be a good move, and we're looking forward to that launching, and us starting to work with some of the new tokens that are created as part of that launchpad. As a team, we're happy, we're content with how things are going. We're working very hard, and we're beta testing at the minute some of the first analytical features that we hope to integrate in the hub. So there's a lot of work going on behind the scenes, in amongst all the sort of general sort of partnership building and work that we do with discussions and relationships with other projects and things like that we've always done from the start. We're working very hard on trying to get some of those things over the line. So I think, let me just see if there's anything else I have missed that I really need to mention. I think that's most of it. I know some people have been asking about when are we getting listed on a SEX and so on. I mean, we have been in discussions for ages, actually, with several different exchanges. There is interest in us on the exchanges, but The issue we have, I suppose, about it is because of the market conditions and because of the challenges, I suppose, we've had with the token, because of that. It's about timing. You want to try and do these things when you feel it's going to be of most benefit to the project. The last thing we would want to do is get a listing arranged on an exchange and then for it just to fall flat and have no impact, because it's a lot of work to do. It's potentially quite an expensive thing to do, and there's a lot of things that would need to happen, I suppose, in terms of marketing and things to try and really make it a success. So we want to wait till we feel that we are confident that we can make it a success, rather than just be something to do because people want us to do it. If you know what I mean. We always try and act in the best interests of the project, and in doing so, hopefully we act in the best interests of anybody who's invested in the project. So I hope you understand that it's definitely in our plans, but I can't give you a time frame at the minute, because obviously we just need to see how things pan out. There's a lot of things we want to do first. Obviously the pro locking features will be very important, but also the work that we need to do to get that going, which is still, I suppose, the trust wallet issue that we're still working our way through, which is a bit of a challenge for us, but we're very confident we're going to overcome that, and then hopefully we'll be in a position to finally get everything logged, and really build on that use case for the token. So that, I think, is everything I wanted to talk about today. If you have any questions for me, now's the time. Feel free to ask me a question and I'll do my best to answer it. If you don't want to speak, feel free to put something into the Telegram. If you wish, you can type a question in there, and I'll try and answer it for you. Or if not, that's okay. As I say, I've still got COVID, so I'm not 100% at my best, as you can see. I'm usually a little bit louder and a little bit more enthusiastic and excited at that I am, but COVID's still getting me. Rocket Peach, Mark, any ETA for the pro lock? Not yet, Mark. There's a few things we still need to put in place for us to go ahead with that. The main issue there is the trust wallet issue, and we don't want to lock things without trust wallet users being able to lock. We don't want it just to be MetaMask. Obviously, we want to do it all at the same time and give everybody the same opportunity to access the product in the same way. So we are working on that. I suppose there's been a few things we've worked on. I suppose have bumped up the list, I suppose, of priorities for us, really, with the hub. We want to get the hub out and get the hub to the level that we want it to be. So we're still working on that, but we are also working on the trust wallet issue and the locking. So as soon as we have a date for that, I'll let you know. We're hoping it won't be too long, because I know it's something that people have been waiting for a long time. But yeah, no date yet, but it shouldn't be too long, is what I would say, hopefully. Hope that's okay. No problem. Is there anybody else who would like to ask a question? Feel free. Don't be shy. If not, that's okay, by the way. Okay. Doesn't appear to be. That's okay. So we'll leave it at that for today. Thanks very much for joining me today. I really appreciate it. Like I say, I'm sorry that we haven't had one for a few weeks. It's just been unfortunate. Just health and well-being and all that there. COVID's still out there. I hope you're all keeping well and COVID-free, and you're all safe and happy. Yeah, so good luck, everyone. Take care, and hopefully speak to you again next week. So I'm just going to turn the video off first.